ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. 70, ready.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Credit there goes to those guys up front.
It certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Yeah, nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Flowers. Touchdown, Washington. Zay Flowers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Fighting through, he's got space. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone. For a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They go play action. Daniels. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 42-yard line, here's the second down and 9. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jayden Reed, 58 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Come on. Hey! Ralph 80.
They'll try the left side. Thorpe. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air goes Daniels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action, now it's Daniels. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and 20. Now Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Barkley not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Albert O, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
70,
to throw is Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
19 Tiger. Ready?
Off the play fake, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Whoever the dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles.
Daniels looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Come on.
Slot man moves right. On first down, Thorpe. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and 3.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cox. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
After playing like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Here's Daniels. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Commanders 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And his throw is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
73. 73.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Hey, Silver. Great, set.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep down.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. 11 yards for number 11.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Crowd love Yeti. Set.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Come on. Hey.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
18 Cardinal, 18 nothing.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Back to throw. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw. Daniels. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Okay, ready?
First down. First and 10 at the 46.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
Ready?
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. That one into the hands of Flowers.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Get it. Ready,
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Throw left side complete. That's Cox. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Green Jack, 60 red.
Back to throw again.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Go Silver, ready? Great. Tiger Horn. Not anyone, huh?
Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A first down carry for Barkley. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them? They hit, and the ball pops free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on a scoop and score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he slings one that's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
and he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now, and this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Good, set. And anyone hit?
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
No touch. No touch.
It's complete to Brown, right side. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And anyone hit?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball.
And it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
Devontae Smith, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Sweeney. Now he'll tuck it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
On the set. Ready.
Back to throw. Sweeney. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Flowers. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
First down, Commanders.
Off play action. Sweeney. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is going to be home in by the tight end Andrews. 25 yards that time.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Ready, ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And the Commanders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Washington. Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 70. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. And this is blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off and reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Miami. Delta.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Set. Anyone else?
They go play action with Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Eagles 49.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Jihad Campbell. Down the sideline he goes.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that, and right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Ready?
2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cox. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Sweeney. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
10 plus, you don't blue.
Operating from the gun. Sweeney. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and 8.
Set, ready, cut.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down. Yardage.
And the Washington first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Operating from the gun. Sweeney. And it's caught.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Ready.
Defenders will line up for the
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Up the middle with Barkley.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard
Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and 1.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
A handoff. Barkley running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, an 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Sweeney. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's second and 8. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
The 43-yard line.
Set, ready,
Back to throw. Sweeney.
This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And yet again, it's McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have two, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
Second and two is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. At the 33-yard line.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. Room here to run. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.